It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And you know, for that Knicks game, that one, the 7th on the season for them, the team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. Green is out there with Fox. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Spurs, we've got Thompson. John Collins is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Bryant. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. And it's San Antonio to start out. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
Clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. He can't get that one to fall. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. And here's Kobe for 3. Rebound by Smith. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Fox. Collins with some nice D.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Bryant the pass to Collins. Here's Kamare. Bryant looking around. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Drops in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Count it. Good.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time, but he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
Now, here's Green. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Brooks against Bryant. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded closely. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side.
Now here's Bryant. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Thompson, high post. Here's Kamare. And that one is stuffed right through.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Brooks after the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Green. Şengün with a screen on Kobe. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And let's take a look now at Victor Wembanyama's numbers.
He's coming off an excellent season. Last year averaged 21 points per, over 3.5 blocks and 10 rebounds. Year one, he had to kind of find his way, but he seems poised to make some big strides here in his sophomore season.
Well, the team wants him to carve out a larger role for himself, but talent-wise, he's definitely got it in him.
Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running, and I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
For three, Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Spurs second.
Ball movement was one of the keys to what they did last season. Every squad talks about teamwork. These guys backed it up.
Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. Here's Thompson. Pass to Kamare. There's the drive. The Rockets pull it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Smith. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Memphis. To the inside. Şengün got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And when you foul Bryant, you really got to foul him, or else he's going to make it an and-one.
Isaac's checked in for San Antonio. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
And Fox gets it to go.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
Thompson against Fox. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ellis is checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Barnes is checked in. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Fox inside the line. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's good for 2. And it's 7 points from Amen Thompson. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, great showing for him last season. First in steals, and of course he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket, top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. San Antonio leading by 5. Thompson looking for an opening. Fires it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Fox dishes to Green. And here's Barnes for 3, rebounded by Ellis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the paint, it's tipped. Now Thompson, 7 points in the game. Outside for Wembanyama. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. EA thanks. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Cam Whitmore comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Barnes, right side. Pass to Şengün. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
This is where Şengün can really hurt you because he's so big and long.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a three-point game. Wembanyama down low. Şengün's there. Here's Thompson. It's tipped. Here's Whitmore. He's guarded by Ellis. Pass to Eason. 1:21 left in the first quarter of the game. Şengün. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Jalen Green. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Whitmore missing.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Rockets making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Richard last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Spurs leading by 6. Isaac down low. Covered by Barnes. Ellis outside. Shot clock at 5. They'll fade away. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Houston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Eason passes to Shepard. That's tipped. Down low. Here's Kamara. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight. Shepard with the ball. Here's the 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Cam Whitmore. Harrison Barnes is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Holiday in at the guard position. And here is ball. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Pass to Thibault. And here is Bryant. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Whitmore. Last time out, he had 13 points. Barnes outside. Offline with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
There's a screen by Collins. From outside the arc, Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Holiday against Collins. Screen by Şengün. Here's Holiday. And Spona with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 5. Outside, Kobe. Jacks up a 3. The Rockets pull it in. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Oh, sometimes you got to flex on him. That's what Şengün just did.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Now here's Kobe with the floater. Bryant bullies through. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Brooks checked in for the Rockets. Barnes outside. Got a piece of it. And Şengün throws it down. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here is Ball. No scoring in this one. Left side, Kobe. Offensive rebound. Tipped away. And stolen by Barnes. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Brooks against Ball. The kick out to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's Bryant. Eason grabs the board.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now here's Brooks. Last game out, he had 14. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Stolen by Ball. One-on-one fast break. Lobbed up there for Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Now here's Brooks. 5 points in the game. And stolen by Thibault. Inside. Up high, down hard. Kobe Bryant.
Leaping up to the rim, Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
Pass to Whitmore. Knocked loose, and the turnover again by Houston. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. You take a look at Fox, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, Matisse Thybulle doing just as much. He's another guy who can pick your pocket.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
The Rockets making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Outside, Bryant. And the shot is good. Kobe's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Eason. Outside, Fox. Şengün with a screen on Thompson. Fox, no good. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And the Rockets with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Şengün, another miss by Houston. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here, and Thompson throws it down.
But this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Now, here's Green. Scoreless thus far. Brooks misses.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Good season for him last year. Put up about 19 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
So both teams making some changes here. Fox hits them both. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Spurs have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight, and he makes the first. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
So it's San Antonio now. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, I love the mindset they brought into that game. Didn't wait for the game to come to them. They made it a point to be the aggressors.
Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Brooks outside. Green with a screen for Brooks. A pass to Fox. Nice move. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
So for the Rockets, Şengün comes in for Jock Landale. And it's Jabari Smith in for Harrison Barnes.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. They grabbed their own miss. Thompson outside. They shoot again. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Brooks with a screen on Thompson. Brooks outside. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Thompson passes to Wembanyama. Shoots over Fox. Here's Isaac. Pass to Wembanyama. over Şengün. That misses off the backboard.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
San Antonio leading by 14. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Wembanyama, a screen on Fox. Fires the 3. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Smith dishes to Fox. Pass to Green. Now Şengün puts up a deep 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's San Antonio with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The Nuggets playing at Ball Arena as they go up again. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Houston Rockets.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper. But if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Victor Wembanyama is out there with Collins. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Kobe. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Şengün against Wembanyama. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in this game. Green kicks to Smith.
Get there.
Here's Fox. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Thompson passes to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one.
And that's 2 tough points from Collins, willing to mix it up down low.
Pass to Şengün. Outside, Green. And another 3 for Houston.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Kamare on the wing, Kobe. Unloads from 13. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Bryant's got 11 points.
The defense has got to cover Bryant everywhere. Otherwise, he'll just keep finding looks whenever he wants.
Thompson against Fox. Screen by Şengün. Fox passes to Şengün. Stolen by Collins. And there's the drive. And the basket by Kamare. 11 points in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance. To discuss some potential alterations. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Collins. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Knocks it loose. Smith kicks to Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. Drills it from outside. Green's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Houston.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Down low, here's Bryant. The Rockets pull it in. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Unloads from 13. And that one comes up a bit short.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Isaac against Şengün. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wembanyama's got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Şengün finds Brooks. Outside, Fox. And stolen by Thompson. Shoots over Fox. The Rockets pull it in. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Fox. Time to find Şengün. He gets it to him. Pass to Green. Launches a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's with some arc. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Alperen Şengün. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 21 points per game last year, 9 rebounds and 5 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Here's Fox. He's got 7. Pass to Şengün. Now Brooks. Back to Şengün. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
Bryant against Green. Pass to Thibault. Collins in the post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Collins has got 6 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Smith outside. And here's Green outside. The three-pointer is right on target. 11 points in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Collins a screen on Green. And here's Kobe for 3. They get the rebound. Shot by Collins, no good. Rockets trail by 12. Green kicks to Şengün. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Smith. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Tari Eason's checked in for Dillon Brooks. Here's Fox. And it's good, 2 points. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Thibault. The 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Fox, guarded by Kobe. Şengün with the screen for Fox. It's Şengün, top of the key. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Spurs leading by 10. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
5 on the clock. On the wing, Green. Bryant defending. The Spurs have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Collins, a screen on Fox. Here's Ball. Collins. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Collins has got 6 in the quarter.
Love watching Ball operate in the screen and roll, just picking the defense apart.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Smith outside from downtown. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one on Collins. This is his first free throw of the game.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
Free throw drop for Smith.
Taken 3rd overall in 2022, Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Green. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for San Antonio. And he nails the 3rd.
Look, a big man who can score at all 3 levels, they do not grow on trees. Smith Jr., he is one of them.
Here's Thompson. Isaac outside. Thibault on the wing. Knocks down the 3-ball. Thybulle's got his first 3 points of the game.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Thompson against Fox. Step back shot. Count the basket. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Fox can hurt you from there, especially when he's shooting with confidence.
Thompson against Fox. Thompson inside. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got 16.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Şengün inside. Wembanyama on him.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Spurs leading by 14. Wembanyama, a screen on Fox. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Eason. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Fox inside the line. Rebound San Antonio.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Rockets trail by 16. And it's Fox with the jam.
In the open, few better than Fox. A great finisher with tremendous speed.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Brooks against Thompson. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Şengün. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Thompson.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Back right after this. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Down the stretch now. No fouls. We're in attack mode. Quick decisions, attack, attack. At the other end, everybody's rebounding. It's the most important thing.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Brooks is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Green, and it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock at 4. Kobe kicks the ball. Off target from outside. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 16. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Ball against Green.
Screen coming.
Pass to Bona.
Watch the screen.
Outside Bryant. Buries it from three-point range.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Eason. Landale pass to Green. It's deflected. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Thibault. On the wing, Bryant. Whitmore defending to the middle. Shoots from the elbow. Thibault can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 19. Brooks outside. Now here's Green. From outside, off the mark. To the paint. And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Green with the ball. RJ, you had a chance to ref a summer league game this past year, so you get a little bit of a feel for what these guys go through.
Being a referee is by far the hardest job in professional sports. To try and keep up with the amount of plays, the amount of possessions, I do not envy their job.
Right side, ball. Takes it inside. Good on the shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Landale pass to Green. Whitmore with it. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the run. Good on the bucket. Whitmore's got his first points of the night.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Outside Collins. Pass to Bryant. Eason grabs the board. Rockets trail by 21. In the corner, it's Whitmore. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. They kick it out to Green. It's good from long range.
He can get it done off the dribble or off the catch. Green is just a flat-out shooter.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He knows every possession is critical now. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for Houston, Şengün's checked in for Jock Landale. Jabari Smith comes in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fox in for Jalen Green. Ellis the pass to Thompson. Wembanyama, a screen on Fox. And Wembanyama throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here's Fox. Şengün with a screen on Thompson. Three-pointer, Fox. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
Three-pointer, Brooks. The rebound by the Spurs. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Isaac right side. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Fox. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
It's stolen by Smith. Here's Fox. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. The first free throw is good.
What sets Fox apart is how dynamic and explosive he is. He can take off at any moment in any direction.
Jalen Green's checked in for Tari Eason. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Amen Thompson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And Şengün gets it to go on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Şengün against Wembanyama. Thompson outside. On the wing, Kobe. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Green. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. It's an 18-point game. Green against Collins. Green kicks to Şengün. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense looking helpless to stop Fox. This guy fears no one.
Spurs leading by 16. Thompson finds Bryant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Şengün passes to Brooks. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Look, Green is one of those players that always finds a way to create something offensively that gets his team good looks.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Fox gets it to go. And that's 19 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Ball no good. Rockets trail by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Amen Thompson.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Shots good by Green.
Showing the point guard instincts there, Fox with great vision.
Here's San Antonio now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Thibault. And here is Ball. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. Smith outside. Isaac with the steal. Ellis against Green. Here's Isaac. No good with the layup. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Amen Thompson.